Hi viewers and dear students. Hi everyone. I'm here today to explain Cambridge IGCSE ICT 2016 May-June Paper 21 document production part. Before I proceed with the document production part of this question paper, I would like to start with the evidence document first, as they have mentioned here that you need to open the file J216 evidence, and then you should have your name, center number, candidate number, which will appear on every page of the document, and then we need to save this document as J216 evidence and then your candidate number. So here are the files. I will just click here, then evidence document, and then we will include our name, center number and candidate number on the top or bottom, so we can use either header or footer. At the moment I'm going to use the header, so we'll just click on header and then we'll type the name, then here center number and then candidate number as well. Then just click on close and save this document as a Word document. Just replace at the end your candidate number and then save it as Word document. Just click on save. So it is being saved now. Now next step is to start with task 2. So here they said you are going to edit a newsletter for Tawara Adventures. The company uses a corporate house style. Then for all their documents, paragraph style should be created and applied as instructed. All imported data should have the news body text style applied unless otherwise instructed. So using a suitable software package, open the file G217 news draft.rtf. So we'll open this file news draft.rtf, and then we should change the page size to A4, orientation to portrait. So layout, page orientation from here, a portrait, then size A4, and next step is to change the top and bottom margin to 2.5, left and right to 1.5. So we'll click here on page setup, top and bottom 2.5, left and right 1.5. That's done, and then just click on OK. So once you are done with this one, now you need to take the evidence screenshot, show the page size, and just paste it into your evidence document. So page size will get from here A4, print screen, and then we'll go to our evidence document. This is the one. Here we will paste the paper size. Yes, so format and then crop it, so just to remove the unnecessary part of the picture screenshot so that we can see the details of the page size very clearly. And then next step is to take screenshot to show the margin settings as well. So for margin settings, insert, or just click on layout and we'll click on the setting here. So that's a document. We need to go to news drop document here, and now we need to get the screenshot of this one as well. Click on OK, and then we will paste this one as our evidence 2. Once you're done with this, just format and then crop it. So paper page orientation and paper margins will be clearly visible. So just remove the rest of the part of the picture. So this is how it will look like. Step number 2 is to save the document in your work area with the file name newsletter.rt Word document, because they said that you need to save this one as the format of your software. So we'll just click here and file, click on save as, then browse, and we're going to save it with the name newsletter as a Word document into the same folder. So once you are done with it, you need to proceed with step number 3, that place in the header your name, center number, candidate number, left align. So we'll click on newsletter, insert a header. First of all, on the left side they want your name, then your center number, and then your candidate number. And next step they want you to do is to include automated page number on right side. So just click here, page number, and then always go to the current position and then just choose any format. Remove this one, we don't need. And then next step is to place in your footer automated file name and path, center align. So we'll click on footer now here, and then we will click on center. Then again in design, quick parts, we have an option field, and then we will choose from the list file name here, and then we will click on add path to it. When you just click on OK, that's how it will look like. And then remove these two, we don't need them. This is how it will look like. Just close the header and footer. Now you have to cross check that all the alignments match the page margin. No other text is included in header or footer area. I have already deleted them. And does the header and footer displayed on every page? So you will just cross check them. So everything is absolutely right here. Proceeding with the next step to create the following paragraph style. First of all, you need to name your paragraph style. At the moment it is news title. So we'll just click on styles here. I'm just going to click here, styles, then create a style. We'll name it news title, modify it according to the specifications. It must be sans serif. Sans serif is a font which is without strokes, so I always prefer to use Arial with 26 point and center align. So Arial and then 26 point and center align as they have mentioned. So it is already center align. Yeah, and then next step is to bold it, and there is no any other changes to be done. So just make it bold and format paragraph single line spacing, and then after and before spacing is 0. Just click on OK. Okay, so one style is created. Now move forward to create one more style, news subtitle. So we'll click here, then create, we'll name it, modify. It is again sans serif with 16 point this time. We'll choose 16 point. This one need to be right align and italic as well, no bold. And then single line spacing before and after 0. So format paragraph spacing before and after is 0 and single line spacing. So it is done. Next step is to create one more style called news subheading. So we'll create one more, modify, and this time we want this to be again sans serif 16 point center align. So just center line, and then we want this one bold and underline. So bold, underline, no italic, and then after spacing we want 12. So paragraph, and then we'll choose here after spacing 12. Click on OK. Click on OK. We are done with it. And then the new style is news body. Just copy this one and then create a style with the specification they mentioned. So this time they use the serif font, so Times New Roman is the best example, and then 12 and justified. So font size will be 12, no bold, no italic, because you see here they said none, means no enhancement, and justified. So format paragraph, and here we choose justified, and then we need this one with the after line spacing 12. So it is done. Click OK, and then click on OK as well. Now you need to proceed with the next step is news table. So we'll this time include a new style called news table, and then this one must be again serif with the 12 point and left align this time, and then no enhancement, single line spacing, and after and before spacing is 00 as well. So format paragraph, and then we choose here 0, left align, single line spacing, and then just click on OK, and then we'll click on OK as well. So we are done with these all styles. Now you need to place in your evidence document screenshot to show the setting for the new subheading style. So we'll click on new subheading, right click, modify, get a print screen, just click on OK, and then paste it as your next evidence, which is evidence number 3 here, sorry, evidence 4. So when I get this one, we just need to crop, yes, just to remove the unnecessary part of this picture, and then we'll make this one bigger. One thing that I have missed here, which is the file evidence 3, to show the file type. As they have mentioned here, unfortunately I went a little fast, so I missed that step. So what you have to do is you just go to your folder here, click on your file, highlight it, so the file name and type is mentioned. Now print screen and paste this one as your evidence 3 here, and now you just crop it. Cropping is necessary just in case if you want to show a clear view of your screenshot, so the contents are clearly visible. As you can see now, the file name and type is clearly visible. Fine. Next step is to move forward with step number 5. At the start of the document, you need to enter a title, Tawara Adventures Newsletter, and then you need to apply news title style to it. So we'll move to the start. Here we'll include this one heading, and then we'll select to apply to it the news title style. And then next step is to, below the title, you need to add first edited by, and then add your name they mentioned. So we'll click here, and then we will just type here our name, just like that, and then we need to apply news subtitle style to it. So select this one and apply the news subtitle style, which is this one. Yeah, this one I guess, no, this one, subtitle. And then next step is to apply the news body style to the rest of the document. So from this point onward, we need to apply the body style to it. So we'll just click on news body. This is how it will look like, and then change the page layout so that all the text after the first paragraph is in 2 columns of equal width with 1.5 centimeter space between them. So after the first paragraph they said, so it means we will start from here till the end. Then layout, columns, more columns with 2 columns and spacing between them is 1.5. Sorry. Done. Next step is to identify the 7 subheadings in the document and apply the news subheading style to it. So we will select here the 7 subheadings, that is 1, then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we click on home and apply the subheading style to them. So it will look like this now. And then we need to open the file J216 new sports.csv and insert the content as a table within the width column after activities to our center. So we will look for activities to our center paragraph, which ends with, so we'll look for this first of all, activities for our center. Here they have mentioned to our center actually. Yeah, here it is. So just click on insert, object, text from, and then we'll go to show all the files, and here is sports. Click on insert, so the contents are inserted here. As you can see now, it is inserted. So I'm just going to click here to move this one to next line, and then we'll select this data and text to convert text to table. So this is how it will look like. Now you see it has a shade of black color. We'll just remove this one to the normal. This is how it will look like. Now next step is to delete the third column with the heading rating from the table. So you just need to click at the top of this column here and then delete column. Next step is to make sure that the new table style is applied to column 2 and 3. So we'll choose column 2 and 3 here and we'll apply to it the news table style. And then next is to text in column 2 and 3 display on one line. So make sure it displayed on one line. Okay, we will do that. And then all border and grid line are displayed when printed. Yeah, it is. And now format the table so that the left column look like this. So what we are going to do is select these cells, then right click and merge them. When you merge them, then we click on layout and we have an option text direction here. So we'll change the text direction like this, exact into the center as they have mentioned. Yeah, and then you can even make this one bigger as well, but at the moment we just select this all and then we'll click on home to apply a shade here also, for example like that. And if you want to make the font size bigger, you can do that as well, like for example like this, and you can choose here. The best example is the Times New Roman, and then you can make the width of the column smaller here, that you extend the table to fit in the width of the document, just like that. And you can even make this one little bit bigger. So, or you just do one thing, make this one bigger from here, just like that. When you are done with it, next step is to import the image j216kban.jpg and place this below the subheading accommodation. So here we have one title here, just insert picture, then we'll go to desktop, to your folder, and here is the cabin picture. Insert it, and next step they mention here, reflect the image so the tree is on the right. So for reflection, you just need to right click, and then we have an option picture properties, and then we will go to the 3D rotation and we'll mention here 180 degrees. So this is how it is rotated. And then after they mention here, resize the image so that it is 4 cm wide. So we reduce the width to 4 cm only. It is done. And next step is to, the aspect ratio is maintained. Definitely it is being maintained. Align the image to the top of the paragraph starting self catering accommodation. Right align to the margins. So we just right click here on the image, text wrap square, and then we move this one towards the right, and it will fit in the width of the column from top right. And next step is to make it will look like this. So definitely, and then change the list free Wi-Fi to climbing wall to a bulleted square list. So this one we select and we'll change this one to a square bulleted list here, just like that. And then the bullets are positioned 2.5 centimeter from the left margin. So with just 2.5 you can move it from here as well. This is 2, now this is 2.5. And then next step is to save the document. So we will just click on save to save the document. So at the moment they did not ask us to print this document, they just said to save it. Why they did not mention to print it? Because here if you just scroll down we have document 2 part and this is linked with the database. So we will do that when we are just finished with the database part to include our you call that query or the result of our query. So here I have my document of 2 part where I left with imported data. I have done with one of the imported data. They said import the data into your document as a table, after which data, this data that I have done in the database part, I have imported a file and which has the details of some kind of activities which are related with snow and ski, and then after it has a course code and cost as well. So just copy this data, yeah, and then we'll go to our document and we'll place this activity and activities to choose from. So we'll move here and activities to choose from, and it's here and activities to choose from, yeah, here, and then you just click on paste. So this is how it is pasted here. And then next step is to fit the table within the width column. All required field and their label are fully displayed. Data is displayed on one line except the first heading which can wrap, and then the news table style is applied to the extract. So we'll click on the table here and we'll apply to the news table style, and then after what we need to do is to spell check and proof your document. Now what you need to do actually here to arrange your table so that it is perfectly arranged on the document. So we need to fix this one within a single width, unlike at the moment it is half table is in one column and half is in another column. So we need to fix that. So for fixing that, first of all what I need to do is I will just try to check the document first. Like here if you just have a look, our news body style is not accurately you can say the font size is 10, while if you have a look here earlier when we create the specification it was 12. So what we need to do is we need to modify this one to the size 12 here, and then just click on OK, and then we need to select our all data here and we'll apply the style to it like this one. Now it is 10. So if it is applied properly, the style of the body, then it will work, it will look like it is. So just like that, just I'm cross checking because sometimes it happens when you make changes into your document, you find that the style of your document is totally different from the way it was. So you just need to make sure that everything is accurately arranged. Like here you can see that. So once you are sure that everything is accurately arranged, now you can just click here to remove this part, this extra page, Yeah, but we need to first check this one. Here the data is in a single column except this one, so we need to fix this one first. Yes, course cost, and then yes, so now everything is almost arranged properly. And if I can move this one a little bit towards the left, or no, it should fit in the width of the column. So that's done here. So when you are done with it, you just need to do what? We'll click here and we'll select them, apply the table style to it. Yeah, so when this table style is applied to it, we just need to check here either table was also 12. Yes, it is. So it is here, you can see it is 12 also. So after this all, what we need to do is, so we can arrange this one, the data, just like that. Yes, course cost. So as I mentioned earlier, doesn't matter if these two is wrapped, but the rest of the data is not wrapped. So it is done here now. Now this is how your document will look like, and then next step is to check that if everything is accurately arranged with your data, and then you just print. But before that, you need to do what? You need to use the spelling and grammar check. So that is points, we just change it. Snow kitting, we just ignore, we don't know about. So we just ignore, because these are the you can say the words that they have mentioned here. In suit, we just ignore this one as well, ignore. And then that is also, yeah, now we just need to ignore these changes, like just spelling and grammar check if you are not sure about, because sometime in the document they usually ask to change, but it is not required anymore. Just ignore. Bagging, this is yeah, if just, it's okay, I guess. We just proceed with the next. Yeah, we just yeah, mugging, we just change it, no problem. Yeah, course code, it is okay, ignore, and ignore this one as well. Spelling grammar check complete, okay, and then you print the document. So this is what they said to do with the document 2 part of this document. So that's all from document 2 part. Hope you have learned how to deal with the Word document. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more videos and updates.